What's going down, Destination Devy fam? Happy Saturday to you. And if you're listening on the podcast, happy Monday to you all as well. This is the Dynasty Trade Show brought to you live every single Saturday, powered by our partner Sleeper Wire. Make sure you check out the YouTube link in the description below. Sleeper Wire is hosting a dope party in Ohio later this summer. Biggest party the fantasy industry is going to see. If you're going to be in Ohio, make sure you click the link. Go sign up, get your tickets, go to the party, rock with Sleeper Wire. Every trade that you see here on this show, they are brought to you by the good paying members of Destination Devy, the patrons, patreon.com/allgas. I appreciate the support, good people. And yeah, there are a lot of trades to get to. The squad got busy. You want A.J. Brown is in the deals. You want Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you want Deshaun Watson, you want Kyle Pitts. We got those trades lined up for you today. This was my favorite trade show to date. This one, there are a lot where I'm just split 50-50. I don't know what to do, so make sure you comment below. Love the feedback by y'all good people. But without further ado, let's drop the intro and get into the show. All right, so this first trade, I like to start this thing off practicing what I preach and showing some deals that I made, just so you know I'm not just telling you to go trade for these cats and I'm not out there trying to do the same thing. So first deal right here, in a league, I acquired Darnell Mooney. I've got a love affair with Darnell Mooney right now and my guy Rondale Moore. In this deal, I gave up DJ Chark, Elijah Mitchell, a 2023 second round pick and a 2023 third round pick. This is, for the team that's acquiring the picks, I'm pretty sure BGC, my guy Brandon, is in a productive struggle approach. So giving up two rookies to get DJ Chark, Elijah Mitchell, I think the prize get for him is trying to acquire 2023 picks. And I know it's a second and a third. I ain't giving up no 2023 first right now. It's just not happening. I think for him, it made sense for his team. But getting Darnell Mooney and Rondale Moore, two players that I absolutely love. I heart them with everything inside of me. Single quarterback, super flex. That's what GQ did. I think this was a good deal for me. I think this one was a good deal for GQ. Now, let's move on to a not so good deal. I have thought about this one in the late nights, and I don't like it. As the more I look at this, this is why you don't make trades intoxicated. This is why sometimes you just need to put the phone down and you don't make deals. So in this trade, I gave up Trey Lance and Brandon Ayuk. So I gave up a very high-end quarterback, and I gave up a wide receiver who I think is one of the most underrated young second-year wide receivers in the NFL, and Brandon Ayuk, who I absolutely love. And in return, I got Baker Mayfield and CeeDee Lamb. So in this league, it is super flex. I think this one might be a 14-team league. My quarterback room is pretty damn good. I got Lamar Jackson. You add Baker Mayfield. I have Mac Jones, Taysom Hill, some other scrub, right? But my wide receiver core was faltering a little bit. But if we're keeping it real, Ayuk and Lamb, I know Lamb is on this pedestal as this untouchable second-year wide receiver that's just so much better than everybody else outside of Justin Jefferson. But I don't believe that to be the case. I think Brandon Ayuk is very, very talented. And while he may not be on the same level in playing field as a CeeDee Lamb, he isn't that far behind. So the value gained from the trading of CeeDee Lamb, of the acquisition of CeeDee Lamb for me to give away Brandon Ayuk, I don't think that's a big gap, right? So even if I won that part of the deal, the next best player, when you're talking ceiling and potential, is Trey Lance. And to pivot off of Lance for Baker Mayfield, although a very safe quarterback in Superflex leagues, I think we all believe that Baker Mayfield is going to get a contract extension for the Browns and continue to remain the starting quarterback. The upside of a Trey Lance, he does not have that. Lance could literally be the QB1 in fantasy football, in any given season because of his rushing upside and because of the weapons and the offensive scheme that he's going to be in San Francisco. So this is a deal that I don't like it. The more that I look at it, the more that I think about it, and you see 5:46 a.m., just go to sleep, put the phone down, don't do dumb shit. early in the morning when you had a good night before with drinks and the devil's lettuce. So this side of the deal, I'd much rather the Brandon Ayuk Trey Lance side. Looking back on this in hindsight, but I gotta put it out there. I got to. Hey, if I'm out here ripping everybody else's deals, I gotta put myself in this same boiler pot as well. So let's take a look at another trade from some of the patrons. So right here, Mr. A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts were acquired for Trey Lance, a 2022 first, two 2022 firsts. So two 2022 firsts and Trey Lance for A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts. Favorite trade show. These are some good deals. So let's think about this here. A.J. Brown, top 5 dynasty wide receiver, being conservative. For most, he's top 3, but we'll just say top 5. Jalen Hurts, the potential to be a top 5 dynasty quarterback because of his rushing upside and improved pass-catching weapons in Philadelphia, but he's essentially on a 1-year prove-it deal. Trey Lance, the talent that we know he possesses, still a rookie, haven't seen him play, but we're all pretty confident that he's going to be a good quarterback. And 2 2022 first-round picks, we project those to be mid to late, so at least the 106 through 112. And if those develop to be any higher, then great. Best player in the deal is A.J. Brown, so we lean that side of the deal first. Second best player, talent-wise, prospect-wise, 1 for 1, I think we would all take Trey Lance over Jalen Hurts. And then would you accept Jalen Hurts for 2 2022 first-round picks? I think a lot of people would. This is one where I actually prefer the A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts side of the deal. And I know a lot of y'all don't believe in Hurts, but I do. I saw the progression every year that he was in college. I saw, flashes of brilliance in his 4 career starts with the Philadelphia Eagles with one of the worst offensive lines at that time and one of the worst pass-catching weapons in the NFL. So when you approve both of those situations, you give him a second year in the system as the full-time starter, not playing backup to Carson Wentz for 75% of the season. I think that his potential and the commitment to him by trading Carson Wentz away lets me lean more so in that favor. You are hoping and praying that a Carson Strong or a Keaton Slovis, turn into what Jalen Hurts could potentially be, or at least is already shown in the NFL. So I side, give me A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts in Superflex and in single quarterback leagues because of the rushing upside that a Jalen Hurts gets you. Trey Lance has that as well. So those two are kind of negligible in single quarterback, rushing quarterbacks. And then you get A.J. Brown, one of the best wide receivers in the league. So in Superflex formats and in single quarterbacks, I think I would prefer the A.J. Brown side of this deal. But very, very interested to hear where you all are at with this one. Now, we've got another trade. Got another big boy trade. So in this deal, let's just start with the players who matter. Cam Akers and DeVonta Smith. We'll throw in a Harrison Bryant and 2 2023 picks, both second and third rounders in the 2023 draft. Were acquired for not 1, not 2, but 3 2023 first-round picks, a 2023 second-round pick, and a 2022 second-round pick, and Noah Fant. So Cam Akers, DeVonta Smith, and some noise, 3 2023 firsts, a 2022 second, a 2023 second, and Noah Fant. Whoo! I mean, we talk about how good Cam Akers is. I've talked about how good DeVonta Smith, I believe DeVonta Smith can be. We've talked about these players. And then you throw in a Harrison Bryant. That's just a throw in. And a 2023 second and a 2023 third. 3 first rounders in 2023. Whatever they're worth today, you will 10x that investment. You will 10x those picks by 2023. I mean, that class, we're looking at what we just saw with 2020, again with 2023. It is loaded. Running backs, wide receivers, quarterbacks, tight ends. It's a fantastic class. It's 2 years away, and that's assuming that all the guys that we think are going to declare. This is a steep price to pay. This is, I got to take a sip of coffee to refocus. This is a steep price to pay for Akers, DeVonta Smith. I don't know. I 2023 first round picks. I mean, shit. That is significant capital. I believe that if this were my team and I accepted those picks, in my mind, I'm in rebuild, productive struggle, and I'm just selling everybody. Like I am going to just stockpile picks. That's the path that I'm on, because you give up two young cornerstone players in DeVonta Smith and Cam Akers. If you make that deal, you want to make a push now, because I think those are two players that can help you tremendously in 2021 and beyond. But if you acquire all of that draft capital, that'd be hard for me to turn down. And then you add in a Noah Fant, and we don't know if it's tight end premium or PPR or half-point PPR, but Noah Fant for me is a top 7 dynasty tight end, probably a little bit higher. I'm a little more bullish on Noah Fant than I am TJ Hockenson and Dallas Goedert. So by that token, I think I'd have him right around tight end 5 in dynasty. So golly, man. I'll take the picks on this one, but I'll be interested to hear what the YouTube comments say on this one. But I think I would prefer the picks on this side of the deal. All right, we got another one. We've got a trade here. Sam Darnold, Terry McLaurin, and a 2022 second-round pick were acquired for Jameis Winston, Mike Davis, and DK Metcalf. Darnold, McLaurin, 2022 second for Winston, Davis, and Metcalf. Darnold and Winston, to me, they're damn near identical. Shit can go either way with both of these players. It can go really, really well, or it can go horribly wrong real quick. I mean, 0 to 100 real quick, Drake stuff. You know what I'm saying? So now, DK Metcalf or Terry McLaurin. DK Metcalf, best player in the deal. So that side is the lane. Mike Davis or the 2022 second. I mean, if I'm getting Winston, Davis, and Metcalf, I'm a team that's looking to do some damage now. If I'm getting Darnold the second and McLaurin, that deal for me is really Terry McLaurin and some sense of belief and hope that Sam Darnold could turn it around. 2022 second right now, I don't really care at this point about that pick. I side with DK, Mike Davis, and Jameis Winston. Got a little more confidence and faith in Jameis than I do Sam Darnold. I like DK more than McLaurin, and I'll take Mike Davis over the 2022 second. So that's where I'm at with that side of the deal. And I don't think it matters, right? Because in Superflex, Darnold and Winston cancel each other out. And then in single quarterback leagues, I want the two players that are going to score me points. That's Davis and Metcalf. Superflex, single quarterback, Winston, DK, Mike Davis over Darnold, McLaurin in a second. That's where we're at. All right, here we go. This one, you wanted some Kyle Pitts, you got some Kyle Pitts. Here we go. The first trade featuring one Kyle Pitts. So we've got one team giving up Alvin Kamara, Chris Godwin, Marvin Jones, DJ Moore, and a 2022 second for Rashad Bateman, Elijah Moore, Rondale Moore, Jalen Reagor, Kyle Pitts, and Adam Troutman. All right. Single quarterback, super flex. Doesn't really matter because we have no quarterbacks being traded in this one. So let's just look at the skill position players on the merit, right? Alvin Kamara, to me, best player in the deal. Second best player in the deal, Chris Godwin. Third best player in the deal, DJ Moore. Those are the best players in the deal. The player that has the most value in this deal is 100% Kyle Pitts. And we kind of see that right now, Elijah Moore is GameStop in the stock market. I mean, his price just is rising like crazy. Kyle Pitts has already reached the top of Mount Everest as far as value. Rashad Bateman is getting pub. Adam Troutman, Rondale. I mean, this is a youth dream right here. This is literally you wake up and your underwear are wet because you had a wet one. Because getting these young players on your team and pivoting it off of some older players, aging veterans that people are a little weary of. I know because the YouTube comments told me DJ Moore stinks and there's no way that they should take DJ Moore over 2022 first round picks. Gosh. I mean, right now you have to say, I don't know. Because if I'm looking at this, I think I would prefer Bateman, Elijah Moore, Rondale Moore, Kyle Pitts, Adam Troutman, and Jalen Reagor. That's just knee-jerk reaction. That youth and the potential of those guys and what they can be for the duration of their career compared to Kamara's top 5, Godwin's top 10, DJ Moore's top 12 right now. If you're getting those players, you are going for it now, right now, because there's no doubt in my mind they score more points. Kamara, Moore, and Godwin together will score more than Bateman, Elijah Moore, Rondale Moore, Reagor, Pitts, Troutman. They should score more than all of those players combined in 2021. But if Kamara, everyone's telling me Kamara's reached this pinnacle and it's downhill from there, and the offense we don't know, and DJ Moore, Terrace Marshall is there, and that offense is Sam Darnold, it's not going to be as good. I mean, what side of the deal would y'all prefer? That's a lot of talent. Elijah Moore, I think, has a chance to be a top 15 wide receiver in fantasy football, PPR. Rondale Moore, I think he's got the potential to be a consistent top 20 guy. Kyle Pitts is already being valued as the Dynasty tight end 1. I do think Jalen Reagor is going to be better in year 2 than he was in year 1, especially with the improvement in the offensive line, having a player like DeVonta Smith opposite of him. We believe Adam Troutman can take a step forward in the tight end world, and Rashad Bateman's the best wide receiver Lamar Jackson ever had. This side of the deal is truly right now versus 10 years from now, right? Or 5 years from now. And for right now, if this were my team, I would take Rashad Bateman, Elijah Moore, Rondale Moore, Jalen Reagor, Kyle Pitts, and Adam Troutman for Kamara, Godwin, Marvin Jones, DJ Moore, and a 2022 second-round pick. I'm interested to see what y'all say on this one. All right. I was not responsible for this, but this is what Kyle Pitts is going for, if not more. My boy, my partner in crime, the person who produces these shows and makes dope graphics for Destination Devy, Jordan Richards, he traded for Kyle Pitts. He went and got him some Kyle Pitts. He gave up Noah Fant, a 2023 first, and a 2023 second rounder in order to acquire Kyle Pitts. And this is the price that you have to pay. I just said that I believe Noah Fant is a top 5 Dynasty tight end. Kyle Pitts right now, top 3, right? You want to put him at 1, you want to put him at 2, you want to put him at 3. I don't think he's anywhere outside of the top 3. But giving up a 2023 first and a 2023 second on top of a top 5 tight end to get Pitts, whew, that's steep. That is steep, but that is what he's going for. But I also don't think, if you believe Kyle Pitts is this generational talent, I don't know if that was too much. I'm not in the business personally of selling 2023 first-round picks. It's just not what I want to do. But is this really that bad of a deal? Like, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, shit, Jordan, what did you do? But as I'm sitting here talking through it, is this that much to give up for Kyle Pitts? Is Noah Fant and 2023 picks, a first and a second, too much to give up for Kyle Pitts? I don't think so. I've seen worse out there for Pitts. Tight end premium, does it make a difference? Single quarterback, it doesn't really matter. It's super flex tight end premium. I'm fine with it. Do I think could some people say, oh, it was an overpay? Again, I would probably want a little bit more. I would add some more pieces to it, but I don't hate this. If I were on one side of this deal, I'd probably still take Fant, the 2023 first and the 2023 second, but I don't hate it for Jay Rich. But y'all got to tell me, what do y'all think about this Kyle Pitts deal? Now, Noah Fant is just getting flipped around. This is another difficult one for me. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Juju Smith-Schuster, Jamar Chase, and a 2022 first. Najee Harris, Noah Fant, and a 2023 first rounder. Best player in the deal, it's got to be, in my opinion, Najee or Chase. Those are the best players in the deal, followed by the 2023 first, followed by Clyde, followed by Juju and Fant, followed by the 2022 first. I mean, off the merit, you're getting 2 young stud wide receivers, a young stud running back in Clyde, and you're getting a 2022 first-round pick. Najee, I think he's going to be a top 8 dynasty running back, top 5 dynasty running back potential based off volume and skill set. Clyde, I don't think he can get there. I think Clyde's a top 12 guy for sure, but top 5, don't think he's there. Maybe Clyde top 10 when it's all said and done if he can improve his usage in the receiving game. But Chase has got top 5 wide receiver potential. I would take Edwards, Chase, Juju Smith-Schuster in the 2022 first-round pick opposed to Najee Fant in the 2021 first. This one, as I'm talking through this and thinking about the potential outcomes for these players, I think this is a smash side for the Edwards-Helaire, Jamar Chase side, and I get it. Like when I'm talking about these deals, I know some of the squad members are like, "Well, Ray, I think this team said he had like 7 first rounders or something like that, so he had like room to give up picks." My advice to y'all, like, let me look at the camera. My advice to you: just because you have a surplus at one position doesn't mean you give somebody else a discount because you've got a bunch of them and they're expendable. It's not your fault that you built up a war chest of draft capital or a war chest of players. You do not trade them at a discount because somebody says, well, you have 5 of them. Well, you have 7 of them. What's one going to hurt? I don't give a shit if I had all of them. I'm still going to charge you the value that these picks cost and these players cost. It doesn't matter how many of those picks that I have. What my war chest is of to no concern to you. What's of concern is the players in this deal. And I don't care how many picks I have. I'm not giving you a discount just because just don't do that. Period. Just strategy, advice, don't do it. This side of the deal, Clyde, Juju Smith-Schuster, Jamar Chase in the 2022 first, opposed to Najee, Noah Fant, and a 2023 first rounder. That's where I'm at. All right. Antonio Gibson was received in a trade for Wayne Gallman, Laviska Shenault, and Trey Sermon. Gallman, who gives a shit? Shenault and Sermon. Sermon's running with the ones. Sermon's going to be a starter, and he's probably going to be pretty good, even if they rotate running backs in San Francisco. Shenault is a tank. I think he's fantastic. Film session on Shenault dropping on Monday, or if you listen on Saturday, it's dropping Monday. If you're listening on the pod on Monday, the video's dropping the day at noon. But this side of the deal, Visca and Sermon or Antonio Gibson. Love Gibson. I think the value play here would be Laviska Shenault and Trey Sermon. The moment Trey Sermon has 2 touchdowns and 100 yards, or he's going to be in that Gibson, like dynasty value, the market is going to elevate him to that type of level in that offense with Trey Lance, with Kittle, with Ayuk. And then if Shenault is this specialized running back wide receiver weapon that we believe him to be, his value is going to be extremely high as well. Gibson is the best player in this deal, and, I would understand that side of it, but how I'm feeling today, I think I might take the shot on the 2 young guys, and that'd be okay. But foot the fire, ass the heat, I'm taking Antonio Gibson, but I do love the Shenault and Trey Sermon side of this deal as well, even though I'm just going to go ahead and rock with Antonio Gibson. Let's play it safe on this one. And I'll take Gibson, but I do like the Sermon and Shenault side. We got more Shenault, more picks. DeAndre Swift was acquired for Laviska Shenault, 2 2022 first-round picks. I like Swift. This is another one of those you paid the iron price to get your guy, and I commend it. I appreciate it. I applaud it. Oh, man. I want to say Swift is who you want, man. He's the best player in the deal. But 2 firsts and Shenault? Y'all, I'm offering no assistance this morning because Swift is the best player in this deal. But Shenault and 2 2022 first-round picks, even if they're mid to late, you're still in the range for an Eric Gray. You're in the range for potentially an Isaiah Spiller, Breece Hall, depending on how the quarterbacks shake out. If it's super flex, it's a tough one. This is a tough one, and I get it. DeAndre Swift this season, his upside might be capped because of running back rotation, because of Jared Goff. But he's got the outcome to be a top 10 dynasty running back. I think he is right now. And I could see him producing that way for the foreseeable future, whereas I don't think that's within Laviska's range of outcomes. This side of the deal, If I were offered this for DeAndre Swift, I would probably consider it. I would consider it, probably take it, but I like DeAndre Swift. I'm hedging, and I'm not answering what I like on this trade because I like both sides. It's just hard to turn down that capital, that equity for a running back that we find every single year in the draft and on waivers. Not DeAndre Swift caliber, but you get what I'm saying. Comment, let me know who wins this side of the deal because I don't know. I'm going to just say DeAndre Swift. All right, my man McNutted back with another doozy. He sent away Jarvis Landry and Joe Mixon, and in return, got 2 first-round picks, one in 2022, one in 2023, and a 2023 second-rounder. Well done. Well done. Love Joe Mixon. Jarvis Landry is as stable as they come, but if I can get 2 first and a 2023 second for those players, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Good job, McNutted. We don't even got to spend a lot of time on this one. Super flex, single quarterback. I like the pick side of this deal. All right, the last deal that we are going to look at, Deshaun Watson. We always have to check the temperature on Watson. I saw a report that Watson's legal issues could last until 2024. So there's a ton of uncertainty and a cloud, just dark cloud, over his future for this season, potentially next. We just don't know what's going to happen with Deshaun Watson. I am of the belief that somehow, some way, because it just seems like all these things always just get cleared up, right? For better or for worse. But things are going to take shape, and Deshaun Watson is going to find his way back on the football field. At least, even if he misses this season, by next season. I think Deshaun Watson is back playing for a new team. He's out of Houston. I think we can already count on that. He will not be back in Houston. I think we can close the door on that. But when he's back, he's going to be 25, 26, 27 years old. He's still going to be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL with a unique skill set to throw every pass, to make every throw, to utilize his legs, to just get shit done. So in this deal, Deshaun Watson was acquired for Carson Wentz. And these picks are in the 2021 rookie draft, all right? 2021 rookie draft, not startup, rookie draft. The 310, the 410, and the 510, and then a 2022 third-round pick. Carson Wentz and garbage. 310, super flex. That's Ian Book. You're looking at Jalen Darden. 410, Chris Evans. 510, Keenway Nwangu. It doesn't matter. Deshaun Watson for Carson Wentz. That's where we're at. This is a deal where this would not have happened 6 months ago. Not even remotely close. This might be the lowest I've seen Deshaun Watson acquired for yet. Of all the deals that I've seen involving Deshaun Watson, this may be the cheapest that I've seen him go because there's still a ton of uncertainty around what and who Carson Wentz is. I get their stats that show he was like QB 13 at some point in time last season, but I don't think any of us truly believe what he was is who he is today. And I think we all believe that if cleared of legal issues, Deshaun Watson is top 5 dynasty quarterback. Just off of the happen chance that he is back and he is doing his thing, I think, I mean, it's not even a thought. I want Deshaun Watson, man. I want Deshaun Watson. Now, if you are in a pinch and you need a quarterback this season because your team is ready to compete, Carson Wentz no doubt provides you that opportunity in that window to win this season. Strong offensive line, passing game, but a solid running game, right? He's a solid QB2. But I wouldn't even entertain any of those picks. Any of them. Screw the picks. I would have went for a different player. I mean, give me some wide receivers. Give me some significant draft capital in the future. It's still Deshaun Watson. And if his legal troubles are making people that bearish on him to where that's all they'll give up, then I'll fucking keep him. But I'm not trading Deshaun Watson yet for this because I think in a couple of months, you'll come back and look at this deal and be like, what have I done? Like, this is the lowest I've seen Watson traded for, period. So I want Deshaun Watson on this side of the deal, and that's where I am. So listen, this week was rough. This week was rough. So y'all know me. I am all about keeping it real. And as I was finishing the show, wrapping up the outro, someone rang the doorbell, had to pause the video, and my wife had scheduled a massage therapist to come to the house to give me a massage for a late Father's Day gift. So as we were rolling out of the Deshaun Watson trade into the close of the show, the massage therapist shows up at the house. But I can assure you, there will be no allegations a la Deshaun Watson. Just, you can't, some of this shit just, you can't even plan it. So, massage person at GQ's house, Deshaun Watson, final trade, neither here nor there. This was a fantastic week of trades here on the Dynasty Trade Show. I hope these sort of deals give you an idea or some sort of template to go out there and acquire some of these players in your Dynasty leagues. That's the whole entire goal of the show, show you what's going down, actionable stuff from people who are tapped in to Devy, to Dynasty, 24/7, 365. Thank you to the patrons. Thank you to Sleeper Wire. Thank you to our partners. Some more dope socks, sort of matches the theme of the Dynasty Rerun shirt that I have on. Bigfoot Brothers, CrazySocks.com. Got a little T-Rex action going on, little sequence pattern design. Dope socks, dope partners, dope people to rock with. Make sure you check out the YouTube description to get you some of these dope socks. I appreciate y'all. Episode 21 in the books. Y'all have a great week. I'll see you soon. I'm out of this thing. Peace.